150 people living in South East London have been ordered to leave their homes in the mass eviction of an apartment block. This month, residents of all 83 flats on the Vive Living building in Deptford were served a Section 21 notice, also known as a no-fault eviction. The landlord says it's to facilitate refurbishment and that all tenants were given a minimum 2 months' notice, as is legally required, with nobody asked to leave before Christmas.
When I first moved into this place, I thought, okay, at least minimum for the next 5 years of our lives would be in this house. And yeah, now this is not a reality, and I kind of feel like I failed myself and my son as well in signing up to a contract that is not long-term, you know, in a place that is not a place where I can have a family and raise my child.
People in parts of South London and Surrey have been told their water supplies are starting to return to normal after a major fault at a treatment works in Cheam. Sutton East Surrey Water has warned some customers, though, in Sutton, Morden and Epsom areas may still continue to experience lower pressure or intermittent loss. It's opened 2 bottled water stations in Epsom and Ewell. More than 300,000 homes in London are at risk of surface water flooding. That's according to analysis from the Environment Agency. The report includes the impacts of global warming for the first time. Environmental campaign group Friends of the Earth says more action is needed to help the country adapt to climate change. Now, for many families, the festive period brings stress and worry, with squeezed finances meaning some children may not receive a present. Well, one charity in Romford is trying to make a difference through its shoe box donations. Smile is hoping to help over 2,000 low-income families have a little Christmas miracle.
Preparing for their last Christmas at home, the 150 South East London residents who've all been told they must leave in a mass eviction of their building.
Trying to make everything as normal as possible, but it's really not normal. And I kind of feel like I failed myself and my son.
I lose my home, I lose my business, I lose everything because it's all we have.
We'll have more on how the law is changing to protect renters. Also tonight, the Met Police finds out how much funding it'll get next year and says it means some tough choices ahead. What could it mean for Londoners? Plus, we visit a special garden of light and reflection, remembering those who can't be with us this Christmas. And
like the look on children's faces when they undo a present they're not expecting. It's the joy, it's the giving.
The charity spreading little festive miracles with some unexpected presents for kids. Let me bring you a roundup of some of the other stories making the headlines. The radio DJ Jordan North has been rescued from the Thames after trying to save a struggling dog from the water. The former Radio 1 presenter entered the water near Hammersmith Bridge but said he soon became panicky. Members of the public flagged down a crew from the RNLI, and North and the dog were rescued in 3 minutes. Hundreds of workers from the Vauxhall factory in Luton have been protesting over plans to close down its van plant next year. 1,100 jobs are at risk. The Unite Union say they'll continue to protest tomorrow. Stellantis, which owns Vauxhall, says consultation is ongoing with the possible relocation of its UK production to Ellesmere Port in Cheshire. And more than 300,000 homes in London are at risk from surface water flooding. The analysis from the Environment Agency includes the impact of global warming for the first time. Friends of the Earth says more action is needed to help the country adapt to climate change.